Okay, right, so we are in very, very noisy NAMM land again, and I'm here with Travis from Novo and
Fano.
Fano. Very, very nice. Tell us what's going on.
Well, pretty exciting news. You know, as everyone knows, Dennis Fano founded Fano Guitars in the late 90s, and you know, through a partnership with Premier Builders Guild through the early aughts and into the 2010s, you know, was building guitars that way, and he ended up leaving that company in 2015, and you know, along with it, his name, you know, so Fano Guitars continued to be built by you know, by a new team of folks, and he was no longer involved, and so he went on to found Novo Guitars in late 2015, and when I came to work for DF in Nashville a few years ago, one of the things he had said to me early on was, man, I'd really love someday to get my name back, you know? And so here we are, a couple of years later. We started talking with the Fano guys earlier in 2024, and it started to seem like this could actually work.
Yeah.
So the Fano guys they're all based in Tempe, Arizona, building guitars there. And so as we talked about it, it became pretty apparent that it would make a lot of sense if we were to partner up to just bring their whole operation out, because they have a smaller team of guys. So bring them out to Nashville, and we'll expand the factory floor print that we've got, and incorporate them into what we're doing.
Nice. And so the plan moving forward then for Fano, is it to carry on, or have you stopped production now? Or
we haven't stopped production yet, but shortly they will cut off production in order to make the transition.
And will we be looking at a redesigned line, or is things going to carry on for a while? Or am I asking questions that shouldn't be asked?
No, these are exactly the right questions, and these are conversations we're having internally. Right now, I would say we're leaning towards keeping things as is. Eventually, absolutely, because DF is a fountain of creativity. So he's got lots of ideas, endless ideas for both brands. But I think to start with, we'll just start with just bringing in what Fano do now into the Novo line, or into the Novo facility, keeping the brand separate.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's a pretty good place to start. Let's have a look at some guitars.
All right, let's do it. Let's walk around the other side. The best place to start is with the nucleus line. So we've got for 2025. We've added a load of new colors.
Yep.
For every model.
Yeah.
So if you look up there, you've got Royal Olive Burst for the Idris, Shell Pink. Over here we've got Silvertone Burst, a new color Lake Sonic Burst.
Yeah.
So every model got at least two new colors.
You didn't take any away, did you?
We didn't take any away. It was all just adding two.
Everything looks better with torque.
Agreed. You're not going to have any argument from me, sir.
No, well, these are looking cool as well, these new color over colors.
Yeah, so that's one of the limited editions you were alluding to earlier.
Yeah.
So these are what we're calling the 2025 dealer limiteds, because they're only going to be available through our dealers, which makes really no difference for you guys over in the UK. But in the US, we do sell direct alongside our dealers. So, but anyway, yeah. So the dealer limiteds, we're doing, I think it's four colors.
4 colors, yeah.
We've got Vandalism over 64 3-tone, the Olympic White over Candy Apple.
Yeah.
And then we've got Lake Placid over 64, and then Fiesta Red over 64. So that's what's going. And then in terms of
that color,
that's Faded Sparkling Burgundy, I believe.
Because it's like it's like flip-flop color, isn't it?
Yeah.
That looks killer. I'm going to just get that one out if that's all right. Color.
Yeah, Faded Sparkling Burgundy. Yeah, and you can see where they've...
Like the gold.
Yeah, you've got that undercoat shining through there. Look at this, one-handed. A man of multi-talents. And then just to round out the 2025 nucleus line, we've got the addition of the Saras J baritone. So the Cadillac green one up on top there, that'd be the nucleus spec. And then we've also introduced two other new models this year that are totally new.
Yeah.
The Ivorous Bass and the Voltour Bass 6 or the B6, and those are each getting a nucleus version that'll be added to the line as well. And they're around the corner here. So this is the Voltour B6
coming to Peach.
Coming to Peach, yes. And it's equipped with 3 gold foils, on-off switches for each pickup, volume tone. And then we've got, it's tuned like a guitar, but a full octave down, so E to E.
Yeah.
And then we've got the Ivoris bass. This one on the bottom, Burgundy Mist, is the nucleus spec.
Right.
So dots. It's available in I think 6 different cool finishes.
These two are ours, aren't they, as well? I think.
I believe so. Yeah. So this one's a custom spec. It's got the blocks and binding.
Yeah.
And then this one's obviously a fretless.
Yeah. And then these two guys have caused a lot of.
Yeah, these are coming to Peach as well.
Yeah.
I think the whole booth's coming to Peach.
Yeah. Well,
we'll just box it all up and send it over. This is the limited edition Saras P2 chambered. So these have a beautiful curly maple top.
Yeah.
And
Ron
then
Ellis pickups.
Ron Ellis pickups.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah.
And they're both chambered as well, so the weight's great.
Oh yeah. Yeah, pretty special. And they're limited production, right? Limited production. So they're not limited in numbers, these guitars.
They're limited to. We're just going to be building them in 2025.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So we're keeping the order book open for them. But yeah, there will be a cutoff to where you can't get these anymore.
Yeah. And this one is also. I put this up on our on my Instagram.
Yeah,
today.
I saw that post.
Yeah. So tell us about what makes these guitars so special then.
So as you'll notice, looking at these, I mean, they're wild. This is our signature line. Until now, these have only been available when we would put them up on our website for sale. So we only used to sell signatures direct.
And what is the deal with Signature then?
So Signature is kind of like all the rules can be broken in Signature. We've got like a price list, even for custom order. There's a limit to what you can do, right? We only offer certain finishes and options. DF is such a creative guy, as I mentioned earlier. He's like a fountain of creativity.
He is, yeah.
He's just got all these ideas that he's constantly wanting to do, so we've got an avenue for him to do that through the Signature line of guitars. This one in particular, the one that's going to you, was a cool collaboration between DF and one of our former employees, Cameron Painter, who used to do a lot of our fretwork and plec operating, also did our CNC work. Look at that beautiful figured neck. Cameron is a masterful engraver. He's been working on that for years. He was apprenticing under a really experienced guy, and so DF had the idea to do this inset aluminum top, and Cameron did all of this detailed engraving work all by hand. Matt, up here on the headstock as well, the pickup covers, or pickup cover singular. Beautiful guitar.
How much does this baby weigh?
This guy, I think it's, I actually don't know. I would guess probably 9 or 10 pounds.
That's not a one-hander.
That's not a one-hander, no, yeah.
And what's the deal with these painted ones?
So, this guitar was painted by a very talented artist named Shay O'Connor. We were introduced to her through our good buddy and your good buddy, Rhett Scholl. So, Shay's husband is Rhett's bass player in his band. So she came by the factory and showed us some of her artwork, and DF got inspired. And so we built this guitar and sent it to her and said, do your thing. And this is what we got back, and it's gorgeous.
Yeah. And this thing's incredible as well.
Yeah, and so this is actually a UK-based artist named Ian Ward, who DF started communicating with on, I think through Instagram. And similar thing, big fan of his work. DF sent him over the guitar body, and he came up with this cool idea with the vulture on it, obviously playing off the theme of the Vulture model. Yeah. And it turned out great.
Yeah. So every one of these signatures are like true one-offs then?
The only exception would be this. I do know that there's 2 more of these, but they'll be coming out later. I think he cut three of these bodies in total. Right.
Okay. So Travis was like, hey, I better go and get Chad, talk about some of these guitars. So what we got going on with Fano right now?
So what we've got going on with Fano, let me set this down. Launching new for the show this year, we've got the RB12. It's everything you would ever want in an electric 12-string guitar, the jangle, the chime, all that stuff. So we've got 2 colors, an ember and a bull black. Lawler mini broiler pickups.
Oh, they sound great, these pickups,
We tried a bunch of different pickups in it. They all sounded great. These sounded amazing, so we went with these. Halter top, back and sides, maple neck rosewood fretboard, through the Lawler mid-coil pickups.
What is the that bridge on there? It's a great looking bridge.
Godo 12-string electric bridge. And we've got them wired with a volume, tone, and a bass cut. So between the two pickups and your three-way toggle, lots of different tones from really bright
retro,
and crispy
really good,
to you can darken it up and everything in between.
Oh yeah, I bet that sounds great with the bass cut on the neck pickup.
Yep.
Get rid of some of that. Yeah.
And then we've also found, like in the middle position, you can get a really nice balance of everything on there too. So that's what we're launching new at the show.
Obviously, know there's going to be a lot of big changes coming over the next few months and stuff. Obviously,
we're very excited about the merger and the new family that we've got with Novo Guitars and Fano Guitars coming together. And then we've also just brought a really nice assortment of alt de facto builds. You know, our flagship line in the Fano world is the alt de facto. So we did a little family of reverse headstock builds, which we've never done before. Us too. Yeah, we were really excited about these. So we did a JM6, a PX6, and then this JM6 very. You know, we were kind of thinking of a little Hendrixy Woodstock vibe with that one.
I love the aging on this one as well. That was killer.
The guys do great stuff. With both of these companies, with the way the guitars look and feel and sound, it's amazing. And then over here, we've got a few more really killer alt de facto builds. A color over color SP6.
Love this.
We've got the RB6, which is this particular model is fashioned in the style of a guitar that sells really, really well in Japan. A popular artist over there has a model very similar to this that we do a lot of build outs that are very, very specific to what that artist guitar looks like, even down to the aging. We wanted to do a show that was a little more neutral to have to show at the show. Gorgeous guitar. This is an amazing PX6. Wanted to go with that, that late 50s simple design. This guitar absolutely screams.
Big guitars always sound good.
Yeah, the PX6 is a guitar that in the last few years we're seeing a lot of action with the PX6. This is a body shape that people are really digging. And then in the bass world, can't forget about the JM4. This was a new model that we introduced in 2018, and it's been a really popular model for us in the bass world.
What pickups are they on there?
This particular one has our own proprietary Fano birds in it. Another option within the alt de facto line is that we use the Lawler Thunderbird pickups in it as well. It's just it's a really versatile bass. Can do everything from nice clean poppy slappy stuff to really
grinding
heavy thump grinding stuff as well.
Nice.
And that's what we've got going on for this year in the Fano world.
Well, it sounds like 2025 is going to be a really interesting year for it all coming together, and can't wait to see how it all pans out.
We're super excited about it, and looking forward to growing and working with you guys more.
Perfect. Awesome. Thanks for your time.
Pleasure.
Thanks for that.
Thank you.